Baroness Jones of Moulsecoomb.
My Lords, I welcome both of these pieces of legislation, but it does seem an odd coupling, so I hope that the Noble Lord Minister can manage to separate out all the comments on the two. I declare my interest as the Vice President of the Local Government Association. And I would first like to talk about taxing online businesses, because they were already outdoing physical businesses before the pandemic, but now, of course, our rapid transition to a digital life over the past 12 months has concentrated commerce in a very small number of online businesses, while small high street businesses are really struggling much more even than they did before. So it's obvious that we need some sort of online sales tax so that online businesses don't have unfair tax advantages relative to physical businesses. The revenue should go to the local authority of the delivery address. And it's a real pity that the bill doesn't include this, because I think it is an opportunity perhaps to, I don't want to use the word growth, but to encourage local businesses, which is what we should be doing. On toilets, now it's very good that the government is finally delivering on their promise to scrap business rates for public toilets. Public toilets are important for everyone, but especially people who might need to use the bathroom more due to age, illness, disability, or a whole host of other reasons. But is there more that we should be doing to support the provision of public toilets? Rather than just scrapping business rates, we could employ a negative rate so that public toilets could actually earn a rebate based on their rateable value. So those businesses and premises that allow the public to use their toilet for free without needing to buy anything would actually benefit. The explanatory notes give the example that the toilet in a library premises would not be eligible for the zero rate. This is a missed opportunity to encourage more premises to make their toilets readily available to the public. If we were like the Victorians and were prepared to build new ones or even open the Victorian public toilets, then of course we wouldn't need to do this. Finally, I'd like to talk a little bit more broadly about the whole system of land taxation. Now, it's a long-standing and fundamental policy for the Green Party that all land should be subject to a land value tax, which would share the unearned value of land use among the community. So a policy of taxing land value would act as an incentive both to encourage good stewardship and to reduce corporate land ownership, and also, of course, the practice of land banking. It would encourage the best use of all land compatible with the agreed permitted use, encouraging urban land to be used to its fullest extent, and discouraging land ownership for investment purposes only. A policy of taxing land value would bring net benefits to a large majority of the population, whether urban or rural, and including owner-occupiers in small or medium plots and those who do not own land. Taxing land values thus contributes to the creation of a decentralized and sustainable society. Eliminating speculation in land and stabilizing prices should make land more available at cheaper prices, enabling more workers' cooperatives, small-scale enterprises, and other community ventures to flourish. The key difference of a land value tax compared to business rates and council tax is that the tax is levied on the unimproved value of the land itself, not the rentable value of the buildings placed upon that land. The level at which the tax would be levied would be based on the full value of the current permitted use of the land. So permitted use would mean, for example, that the taxable value of land which is deemed by the community to have a special amenity or habitat value would actually inhibit use for a possible greater financial return. And when it's considered desirable to change the use through the land use planning framework, this new permitted use would then form the basis of the assessment. And so communities would be able to keep their, what they see as valuable land, which might be open space or habitat for animals, without actually incurring huge costs. I would love to hear the Minister's views on land value tax, and for the Minister to take away the issue, perhaps to explore further with officials. We should be taking a much deeper, longer term look at reforming the whole of land taxes in this country. And although this is perhaps not the moment, if not now, when?